Picture this. Your cat walks into the room, looks right at you, and just rolls over. Belly up, paws soft, watching you. Most owners feel something warm and reach in for that belly. And then scratch, bite, kick. But here's what most people miss. That roll wasn't an invitation. It was actually a message. A very specific one. And how you respond to it right now is either building something between you or slowly eroding it. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand 5 things your cat is communicating when they roll over for you. And the last one, I promise, will completely change the way you see that moment. There's a reflex most owners have when they see that belly. We'll get to why that reflex is actually the wrong read by point 3. There's one specific moment in the roll that carries the entire emotional weight of what your cat is saying. We'll save that for last, because it changes everything. This is the one I find most personal. There's something your cat has been doing with this behavior that most owners don't realize is actually directed at them. Not at cats. At you specifically. We'll get there at the close. Let's start at the beginning. 1. The belly is the most vulnerable place on their body. Have you ever noticed that your cat doesn't roll over for just anyone? A stranger walks in, the cat sits up, watches, stays composed. But when it's you, that's when the roll happens. Most owners assume it's random. Just something cats do when they're comfortable or sleepy. But here's the thing. Not random. Deliberate. The belly is the softest, least protected part of a cat's body, where all the major organs sit. In the wild, no prey animal exposes that voluntarily unless they feel completely, utterly safe. Researchers at the University of Lincoln found that cats display what they call social referencing. They actively read their environment and the people in it before choosing to display vulnerable postures. Verify, specific paper title. The roll is a calculated decision, not an accident. When your cat rolls over in your presence, they're saying, "You are the safest thing in my world right now." That's not a small thing. That's everything. 2. The roll is ancient code, and it predates domestication. Ever wondered why your cat's wild relatives, lions, tigers, leopards, do the exact same thing with the members of their social group? You can find footage of a lion rolling over near another lion it's bonded with. Same posture. Same intention. Most people think domestic cats developed this behavior toward humans through thousands of years of domestication. Like we bred it into them. Here's what the science actually shows. Your cat didn't learn this from humans. They brought it with them. From the wild. And they're applying it to you the same way they'd apply it to their most trusted social companion. A study published in Animal Cognition found that domestic cats retain nearly identical social communication patterns to their wild ancestor, Felis libica, the African wildcat, including vulnerability displays toward trusted companions. Your cat isn't being domestic. Your cat is treating you like family. Ancient family. Think about that for a second. Millions of years of survival instinct, and your cat overrides it for you. Not because you trained them to. Because they chose to. 3. The belly roll is not an invitation. It's a test. Have you ever gone in for the belly rub and your cat was fine for about 2 seconds, and then the paws came up, the back legs kicked, and the teeth got involved? And you thought, why does my cat do this? They just rolled over. Most owners think the cat is being unpredictable, or moody, or that cats just don't like belly rubs. Here's what's actually happening. Not an invitation. A display. The roll says, "I trust you." But the belly itself is still guarded. What your cat is actually doing is showing you the trust, not handing you access to it. There's a difference. Researchers at the University of Edinburgh found that cats use what's known as ambivalent signaling, simultaneously communicating high affiliation and low tactile tolerance, particularly in the ventral region. In short, the roll says "I love you." The kick says "don't push it." And honestly, this is the one I find most surprising. Because once you understand it, the bite doesn't feel like rejection anymore. It feels like your cat setting a boundary with someone they trust. That's actually a healthy relationship, not a broken one. And hey, if any of this is making you see your cat differently, hit that like button and subscribe. It's the best way to help us reach more cat owners who actually want to understand their cats. 4. There are different kinds of rolls, and they mean different things. Have you ever noticed that your cat's roll sometimes looks different? Sometimes it's a full, slow, stretching roll with a kind of deliberate pause at the top. Other times it's a quick flop, side to side, like they just threw themselves at the floor. Most owners treat all rolls the same. Belly equals happy equals go in for the pet. Here's what most people don't realize. The speed and the context of the roll completely change its meaning. The slow, held roll directed at you is a social greeting and emotional offering. The quick flop and roll is often a scent-marking behavior. Your cat is actually rubbing their scent glands along their back onto the floor. Not for you, for them. Research on feline pheromone behavior published in Applied Animal Behavior Science identified that rolling in familiar spaces activates sebaceous gland secretions, a self-soothing and territorial marking behavior distinct from social vulnerability displays. So here's how you tell the difference. Is your cat looking at you when they roll? Eye contact during the roll is the signal. That one is for you. No eye contact? They're in their own world. Let them have it. 5. The roll resolves loop 2, the emotional peak. Have you ever noticed that your cat rolls for you specifically at certain moments? When you come home? When you sit on the floor? When you've been quiet and still for a while? Most owners think timing is random. Just whenever the cat feels like it. Not random. Responsive. Your cat is watching your emotional state. When you are calm, settled, present, that's when the roll happens. Because the roll requires them to feel safe. And they only feel safe when you feel safe. They're reading you constantly. And the roll is the report. A landmark study by researchers at Oregon State University found that cats form secure attachment bonds with their owners that mirror infant caregiver attachment, including using owner emotional cues as a secure base for their own comfort decisions. Verify. Vitali et al., 2019, likely a match. When your cat rolls for you in a quiet moment, they're not just feeling safe. They're confirming that you are safe together. And that's the thing most people never realize. Your cat isn't passive in this relationship. They're participating in it, actively, quietly, every single day. The roll is how they check in with you. Here are 3 things you can do tonight with this knowledge. 1. When your cat rolls and makes eye contact, slow down. Don't reach. Just hold their gaze and blink slowly once. This is a feline signal for "I'm calm and I trust you too." Research on cat communication shows slow blinking reduces stress indicators and deepens social bonding. 2. Instead of petting the belly, try offering one finger near their face. Let them come to you. If they rub against it, that's active consent. That's the version of touch they're actually asking for. 3. Sit on the floor near your cat when they roll. Get low. Being on their level signals that you're not a threat, and it often deepens how long they stay in that vulnerable posture. You don't have to touch them. Presence is enough. Earlier I said there's something your cat has been doing with this behavior that's directed specifically at you. Here's what I mean. The roll doesn't happen at random times. It happens at the moments your cat has decided you need it. When you come home stressed. When you've been quiet too long. When you sit down heavily like the day beat you a little. Your cat reads those moments, and they roll for you. Not because they want something, but because they're offering you something. The same safety you give them reflected back. They've been taking care of you this whole time. You just didn't have the language for it yet. We talk about cats like they're mysterious, unknowable, independent to a fault. But here's what most people don't realize. They're not distant. They're precise. Every signal has a meaning. Every posture has a purpose. And the roll, that quiet, soft, deliberate moment, was never about the belly. It was always about the bond. Your cat doesn't have words, so they give you their most vulnerable thing instead. And they do it looking right at you. They can't say, "I trust you." So they show you the softest part of themselves, and they keep their eyes open. They can't say, "I trust you." So they show you the softest part of themselves, and they keep their eyes open. If this video gave you something to think about, share it with another cat owner who needs to hear it. A lot of people are misreading this moment every single day. And if you want more on understanding your cat on a deeper level, subscribe. There's a lot more coming. But tell me in the comments, when your cat rolls over for you, do they make eye contact? Or do they roll and look away? I want to know. Because the answer says a lot about where your relationship is right now.